We're extraordinary people. We know exactly where to go. We're extraordinary people. We don't need to take it slow. We just go. Oh, 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 oh. Maybe we should go. Oh, 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 oh. Maybe we should go see the world. Maybe we'll live and learn. Maybe we'll crash and burn. Maybe we'll die. But you and I, maybe you should know. So, I don't know, I just got inspired this morning. Like, in downtown Hong Kong, staying in the guest house. This is, again, where all the fun happened. Tim Shui, TST, that's how I say it. But like, just had an amazing night and thought I would just like sing for a second, because like for some reason I was walking up the stairs and I don't know, I was thinking of that song, you know, and the original version is, we're just ordinary people. Oh, oh. Maybe we should take it slow. And it's just like, honestly, sometimes we're not ordinary, sometimes we're extraordinary. And when I say we, I don't mean everybody. Because not everybody needs to go fast and rip through the world in a year like I'm doing. Although I encourage you, I, believe that I am, and when I say I am, like, I hope you understand what that means. I mean, if you don't, then, hey, that's, it's on you. I'm not trying to get you to follow me just because I know I'm God. Like, at the end of the day, I know everybody's God. That's just part of my belief, because I've learned it from the Bible that we all have been taught to appreciate. Like, when I read it cover to cover and I saw the Almighty say, ye are gods, and then Yeshua HaMashiach, or Jesus the Christ, say, ye are gods, I kind of was like, I wonder how that would work if I walked in church and said, hey guys, I'm God. Good morning. Let's change the dynamic of this situation into something that's more conducive to my success. Now, of course, you're probably thinking, oh, that's arrogant. How dare you? And it's like, okay, then how not should I act? Because again, you understand that, like, if you're part of one of these religious groups, the God that they're talking about is literally just you. Like, as you see these different stories, like, they're all just stories about human experiences. And of course, some were raised to the level of being called divine because they did the extraordinary. And it's like, for me, I have to say that, like, I understand that some of us are ordinary, and some of us do need to slow down, and some of us do need to do certain things to maintain a level of structure. But like, I wanted to just share, because I've been introspectively meditating on a conversation I had with my brother today, where, actually not today, it was last night. And I'm saying today just because I'm literally just getting home and it's, I don't know, sometime in the morning, 7 a.m. Like, they wanted to party until 11, I'm like, no. But anyways, back on track. I was, fellowshipping with my brother. And again, I'm giving him his Bible, because, he's on a mission as a missionary, literally. And I'm just like, you do understand you're the God in the Bible that they're talking about. Like, and I haven't taken him to the level to where I'm like, what character do you most represent or, appreciate? Because I understand from the outside looking in, like, he's Jesus. And of course, like, he'll accept it to a certain level, but at the same time, it's like, no, I can't accept that, And it's like, for me, I get that some people are not meant to accept that as their calling. But it's like, when you're living the life and you're doing the things you were called to do, I personally am not going to reject deifying an extraordinary person. Like, I refuse to do that, because it's like, you know, yes, I was raised in religions that were very oppressive, you know, in that they would look at the book and they would say, this is your God. Like, and when I say this is your God, I mean, literally the book became the God. It was the doctrine that they followed to the T, to the point where, like, they would alienate people. And it's just like, spiritually, you know, my spirit had the gift of what they call discernment. And I just knew, like, nope, that's not right. Like, I'm good with hanging out with you guys because you're good people overall, but some of the things you're doing are just wrong. Like, and then as I, you know, did my studies, you know, into not only reading the book cover to cover, you know, reading some of the other books, you know, that life has provided to help educate us, you know, I came to, you know, an understanding that, you know, I am the Most High, you know, but so are you. And when I say you, I mean, this is YouTube, or this is whatever channel of media we may be using at the time. Like, you are that highest level of being, regardless of whether you accept it or not. Like, I just personally am going to tell you that because I know that it to be true. Like, I can give you scripture, I can give you verses from other religions, because I am an omniist. You know, omni meaning every, ist meaning studier of, I guess. You know, so basically I'm the studier of, or the appreciator of everything. You know, and I don't limit myself to one religion just because I come to understand that religion, like, based on its root, just means to bind. And at the end of the day, you know, it's okay to be bound if that's what you were meant to do. But, you know, I think a lot of what we strive for in life is, oh, I want to be free. I don't want to be bound by this or that. And it's just like, great. Then why don't you just declare your sovereignty, because you are a sovereign, and, like, allow yourself to grow as a person, instead of confining yourself or binding yourself to an understanding that is not natural for you as a being on earth. You know, and I'm not even going to say human, just because, you know, if you identify in the human category, like, you're not just a human, you're extraordinary. So you're more than what we would call the Homo sapien species. You know, it's like, those are just they're like trends, you know, Homo erectus. You know, there's so many different Homo titles that could be given. It's like, if you hear the wrong Homo, it's like, oh, no Homo. And it's like, oh, okay, you're not human. Fantastic. I'm glad we're on the same planet. But, like, I'm blabbing and blobbing because, like, as I tell you guys, like, I'm committed to, like, sharing information. You know, I was inspired by quite a few people in my life to, like, live life truly and to the fullest. And, you know, having the opportunity to do that on a daily basis, like traveling the world and doing things that some people call extraordinary, and some people look at and they're just like, oh wow, you're so fabulous because you're doing this and that. It's like, you do understand, like, yeah, it can be fabulous, but it's also, I guess I'll say, when you come to these big cities, just another form of, I don't want to say prison, but I said it, you know? Like, at the end of the day, this is confinement. You know, we're in the tropical land of Hong Kong. And what does this look like? It's beauty because it's where humans live, you know? So even in the confines of a hospital, or the confines of, you know, a prison, like, which I've actually been in, like juvenile hall, and I've been in hospitals, a number of them, and literally been confined against my will. In both of those instances, you know, I found truth, beauty, and life lessons that I'll never ever forget. And I've established lifelong friendships that I'll never ever be free of. You know, and it's just all these confines. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, I guess as I introspectively meditate on life today, I come to realize that although I don't appreciate the confines now, because it's like, ugh, I went to college and all that was a debt slavery instrument, or, you know, I was stuck in the damn hospital, you know, all that was the Western medicine's way of, you know, basically alienated me from my human identity. You know, I have the right to get a little angry, you know, and toss a water bottle at a bus. You know what I mean? Because I'm not going to take time on this video to share what all happened as to why I ended up in a freaking mental hospital for a month. But I will say that, like, at the end of the day, there was beauty in it, because, like, I met some of what I now know are best friends for the rest of my life. You know, just like when I was in college. You know, I have still a friend to this day, you know, from 2005 Northridge to 2017, you know, my best friend. And I know from the experiences I've had here in Hong Kong and the experiences I've had all throughout the world, like, the people I meet are not just high and by people. You know, now sometimes it is. I will say, you know, sometimes, hey, let's connect on Facebook. Great, we connect. We never really talk, and it's just like fantastic. But at the end of the day, sometimes we do. And sometimes it's not, we talk every day. Sometimes it's like, hey, I'm coming back to your country, and I just remembered, like, we're good friends. And it's like, holy crap, yeah, you are coming back to my country. Like, let me take care of you. And I say that to, like, really say, like, I appreciate, like, my brother, who I met here in Hong Kong.